Hello and welcome back to Flow Grown Cooking. Today I have something really fun for you. We are going to be making a Crabby Pig pizza. Now the Crabby Pig pizza is something I just came up with, but it consists of stone crab and it also consists of bacon and it all goes on a pizza. What could be better than that? So we're going to get started today by cracking these stone crabs. But again, if you have different crabs in your area, blue crab, Dungeness crab, king crab, whatever you have, you can go ahead and use those. It doesn't have to be a stone crab, but because I'm here in South Florida and I have traps out in the water, I like to catch my own crab, and we are using some of this beautiful stone crab today. So I'm gonna take a few minutes to pick all this crab and I'll get back to you when I'm done. All right, we just finished picking all our stone crab, and as you can see, we have some beautiful lump stone crab here. If you've never had stone crab before, it is probably one of the juiciest, sweetest crabs you can have, in my opinion. So I would highly recommend trying it sometime if you get the chance. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and get started by cooking our bacon. So like I said, I've got some uncured bacon here, some thick cut. And the reason why I'm using uncured is because I want a little less salt on this pizza. Our cheese that we're gonna be using tonight, we're gonna be making an Alfredo sauce, and it's a little bit salty with all the Asiago, Romano cheeses, along with the Parmesan. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cook this bacon down right now, and then after I cook it, I'll get back to you and show you what's next. Okay guys, our bacon is about done, and as you can see, I didn't cook it all the way through. I cooked it to about, I would say 70% of the way. You don't really want it to finish all the way in this pan right now because we're gonna be throwing it on our pizza and it'll continue to cook as we put it on the pizza. All right guys, we just finished cooking our bacon, and I went ahead and put 2 tablespoons of butter down, and then I went ahead and put 3 cloves of garlic as well. And I just have this stirring around. I don't want to burn the garlic, but I want to get the flavors incorporated in the butter. And the first thing we're going to do to make our Alfredo sauce here is we're going to go ahead and put down about ½ a cup of heavy cream. Now a lot of times people put a whole cup of heavy cream, but I'm starting with ½ a cup because I like to use cream cheese as well to thicken it up. A little bit of cream cheese, put that in there as well. And we just want to move it around with the cream and everything else, let it melt down. All right, now that it's all starting to melt down and we're on low heat still, we're going to start incorporating our Asiago, Romano, and Parmesan cheese here. I just do a little bit at a time. And as you can see, you got a nice consistency here. It's not too thick, it's not too watery or runny. And if it starts getting a little bit too thick on you, which normally isn't the case, I do have some half and half that I'll put in there as well. It's nice and cheesy. It's the way you like it, especially on a pizza. If you're doing a pasta or something, you may not want it as cheesy, but since we're doing pizza, why not? And that is about it. I'm gonna take it all the way off the heat right now, and I'm gonna add some pepper to it. I don't add salt to it because the cheese we put in there is very salty, but I do want a good peppercorn flavor, probably more so than you normally would put in things. So don't be afraid to use the pepper on this. All right, our Alfredo sauce is done, so now it's time to knead the dough and get the dough ready for the pizza. So I laid some flour down on our countertop just so it's easier to work with. And I'm gonna show you a way I like to work with the dough. The first thing I like to do is come in here and press it out. You can also use a roller if you wanted to, but the less you work the dough, the softer the dough will be. And so I just kind of lay it around like that first to begin with, and then I'm going to use the slap method, I call it. So I take and I pull on one end, hold it down, pull on the other, and kind of rotate it around as I do this. Another thing you can do is hold the dough and just kind of let gravity do the work. Kind of pull the crust apart a little bit as you rotate it around in your hand. And as you can see, I'm getting thin right in that area. But I'm just gonna keep working this nice and slow. The dough's actually stronger than you think it is, so you don't have to be too scared of ripping it. As you can see, that's about what we want right there. So I'm gonna get my pan over here. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it out on the pan. And then you just kind of pull it a little bit to where you want it to be. Now that we have our dough all laid out here on the pan, it's time to go ahead and do the fun part, and that's make your pizza. And I found this lemon and herb kinders, and it has really good flavor. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and just sprinkle it all down on the bottom, the crust. You wanna go ahead and season up your pizza, and I don't know about you guys, but I love a flavored crust as well. And again, don't be afraid to put a healthy portion on there. And take our Alfredo, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour some down right here. And man, that's a beautiful consistency. That's exactly what we wanted for our white pizza sauce. And now it's time for the good stuff, the crab meat right here. This was 7 medium-sized stone crabs too, in case you're wondering. And it gives you tons of crab meat on here. You could probably even do less if you wanted to. They are pretty expensive in the store. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop some nice bacon pieces around. And you can do as much or as little as you want. That's the cool thing about making your own pizza. If you don't like this much bacon or that much crab, don't do it. Come in with some fresh grated mozzarella. And not a lot, just enough to cover the top a little bit. Perfect. And then I'm gonna take some more of this Asiago Romano, just kind of put a little bit of that down as well. And that looks pretty good to me. So now I'm gonna come in with the sun-dried tomatoes. I'm just gonna keep them right up on top. And now that we have this great looking pizza right here, I'm gonna do something a little different. You're probably gonna say, what? But I'm gonna take a lemon, and I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit of fresh lemon juice on top. So 1 whole lemon with the juice squeezed out on top. And there we go. And now it's going in the oven. All right, I just pulled the pizza out of the oven. It's been cooking for about 15 minutes, and man, does it look good. I cannot wait to dive into this thing. I want to put some red pepper flakes on here. Again, this is a step you can skip if you want, but I think red pepper flakes will go perfect with this pizza. I melted some butter along with some lemon. I squeezed half a fresh lemon and then added some garlic powder as well. And I'm just gonna take a spoon and just lightly drizzle some of this on here for a little bit of lemon butter flavor, just like you dip a crab into. And then I'm gonna save the rest to dip my crust into. The Crabby pig pizza. And I cannot wait to try it. I hope you liked this one. We'll see you next time on Flow Grown Cooking.